Right guys, it's a brand new week and Splatoon 3 Sizzle season is just around the corner. And obviously it's Monday, so that means as we're getting closer and closer, there's more news to be unpacked and all that type of stuff. And we definitely have some really good news for you today. So what's up guys, it's Dude, or that's LB2 Dude. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also like this video. I definitely know you haven't liked the video. And let's get on with the news that we have for today. So today we got two new weapon reveals, and these two particular weapons have not had any game footage, much like the S-Blaster and the Paintbrush and like six other new variant weapons. So these two weapons have not been seen until now. And we're going to be starting off with the first one. This is the Rapid Pro, or should I say the Rapid Pro Deco. Now, personally for me, I actually really like the Rapid Pro as a main weapon, especially of course, the Rapid Pro that we currently have that has Toxic Mist and Vacuum. I actually don't mind it that much. And, you know, what if they do buff the ink Vacuum? Who knows? Maybe they do actually do that. I don't know why they would, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, the Rapid Pro Deco, what is the kit of this weapon? The kit that this weapon has is Angle Shooter and Killer Whale. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, and you're probably just like, oh, another weapon that has Angle Shooter. Could have had so much potential, could have had a wall or anything like that. Like, I understand. However, in the case, of course, as Sizzle season comes through, maybe they have some plans to buff any sub-weapons, because of course a lot of non-lethal sub-weapons, much like Angle Shooter, Point Sensor, Toxic Mist, stuff like that, Splash Wall as well, people kind of consider that as slightly weak. I mean, not really, maybe not as much as Splash Wall, but, you know, when you have like a lethal bomb, like a Splat Bomb, Suction Bomb, Burst Bomb, people always kind of gravitate saying, yup, good kit, because the thing paints and also kills at the same time. However, with more tactical things like Angle Shooter, if it does get a buff with this particular weapon, then yeah, it'll probably be much better than it already is. And, you know, I'm not going to be quick to say that it's just going to be downright terrible. Although I may be unsure that the Angle Shooter would work for this weapon, especially with, I guess, the frame timing between throwing an Angle Shooter and shooting the weapon itself. I feel like that in particular is going to be slower compared to using maybe like a Splash Up Pro or, of course, even Slusher Deco. I don't know. It's just kind of a wait and see thing because I don't know how it's going to work with it. However, it does have Killer Whale 5.1, and I think Killer Whale, I think the special really, with this particular weapon, really does synergize with it well, because you'll probably be always in like a lot of positions to actually get the Killer Whale off in, you know, whenever you need. Your main struggle might be just getting the Killer Whale in general, so you might have to like work towards builds to actually like make sure that you do get that whale, or you just play a game of I'm never gonna die, so I'm just gonna get my whale whenever I need. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking, what if they buff like Tenacity again, or make Tenacity as good as it was back in Splatoon 1? Because if Splatoon 1 Tenacity worked well as it did in Splatoon 1 in this game, I think, I could instantly just be like, you know what, put Tenacity on this thing, and then you're gonna have killer whales all the time. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how this goes. If they buff that, then that'll be a really good change, particularly for this weapon. Right, so moving on, and the next weapon is something that you guys are probably really hyped about, or may possibly be really hyped about, is the H-3D. Now, H-3D, very popular weapon in Splatoon 2, not so popular in Splatoon 1, but this isn't the exact H-3D that we know or have known before. It's actually, well, an H-3 that we have known back in Splatoon 1, and it is the H-3 with Splash Wall and Bubbler, or should I say Big Bubbler for Splatoon 3. Now, obviously, I'm excited in some degree, but also a little bit skeptical, or I'm just like, I'm not too sure yet. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, if you didn't know, in Splatoon 1, the Cherry H-3 had Splash Wall and Bubbler, and it was probably one of the best weapons in the game. Maybe I have a bias towards it because I was extremely good at it, but undeniably, it was very, very good. The thing is that I'm a little bit like, maybe it might not be so good. It's just the thing of, we saw the Zimmy, right? Now, the Zimmy back in Splatoon 1 had, of course, Disruptor and Big Bubbler. It's basically the same weapon, but reimagined with Big Bubbler. The H-3 does get Splash Wall, and that's nice, but Big Bubbler does not work kind of in the same way of how, I guess, how Bubbler worked back in Splatoon 1. So it's kind of hard to decide how good this weapon will be with H-3. I mean, honestly, it might be pretty decent. Like, you can put your bubblers down and you have like a good wide range to play around within your bubbler and basically shoot people out of it. So, you know, not gonna lie, that does seem kind of strong, but also with how the H-3 is right now, it's a little bit slow. It's hard to tell. Like, it's a little bit slower. It doesn't paint as much as it did before. Like, I feel like it's gonna be decent, and I don't think it's gonna be downright terrible. But I'm kind of in a boat where I'm just like, I really want to try it out first before giving judgment. If I play it and it's just like it works within the meta of like how things are going, and I really like it, then hell yeah, I feel like it's probably something that you can make work. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to overhype myself over it, because I feel like it's gonna be great, but I'm also worried at the same time. So, but either way, I'm excited to try it out. It's probably going to be one of the first weapons I go ahead and try, because it's just like reliving the past once again in a new way. But hell yeah, let's see what this H-3 does. And yeah, I'll probably play a little bit of H-3 just to, you know, get myself my shot practice back on it. So, because yeah, that needs some work. But either way, those are the 2 new weapons that we have received. There are some Salmon Run news that also go over that was revealed last Friday. I didn't want to make a video of it until now because I knew this stuff was going to be here on Monday. But there is a big run happening, so that's going to be happening on the 10th to the 12th. Or if you live in America, it's going to start on the 9th and then potentially finish on the 11th. So, you know, you got to check your times there. But of course, I'm translating this from Japanese time. But yeah, there is a big run, and it's going to be on Undertale Spillway, which is really interesting, so that's going to be really fun. I hope I get some time to play it, because I'm actually going to be flying out to a Splatoon LAN event or tournament as well, so it's during the same weekend, so it's just like, I want to do both at the same time, but it is what it is. There is also another extra work shift that's going to be happening on July 1st to July 3rd. Again, if you live in America, it's going to start on June the 30th, if I'm not mistaken, and then finish on the Sunday, July 2nd. So just to translate that for you. And lastly, the new Salmon Run map called Jammin' Salmon Junction. You have, you know, a good view of pretty much everything on the map. Looks cool, you know. I don't really know what makes a good Salmon Run map, other than like knowing what makes a bad one when there's I guess a map that has too many greats. Other than that, you know, it seems fairly solid, so you know, we'll just have to wait and see how that goes, and yeah, I think that's gonna be fun to play. They've also revealed the full catalog for Splatoon 3 Sizzle Season, so as you can see on the screen, just flicking past through all the tiers of all the new stuff that's coming. I think I saw a NES like little console, a Super Nintendo, a Nintendo 64 little console that you could probably put into your locker. So, you know, I think that's pretty cool. Those headphones, wait, those headphones have got to go back. These are pretty iconic headphones, so this is something that I'm going to make sure that I freaking get. Continue on, and you got a couple of more emotes, some more card packs, and a couple of mystery boxes and a GameCube. So yeah, you know, pretty decent catalog this time around. Not too many clothing besides the headphones that I want, but yeah, looking really interesting. And that's basically all the news that we got today. So, I mean, of course, I think the main bulk of this news today was the 2 new weapons, of course, the Rapid Pro and the H-3 A lot of people looking forward to the H-3 and pretty sure that most of you guys will be, especially if you played Splatoon 1. I've really enjoyed using the Cherry H-3 back and then. Of course, myself, I'm really excited to try it out and, you know, just see how it works within the Splatoon 3 current metagame. And, you know, whenever a new patch comes out, I just wonder what they do. Maybe they actually buff the H-3 a little bit, make the shot velocity go a little bit further, or increase the fall-off damage or something. I'm not too sure. I mean, there's so many things they can do, so, you know, we just have to wait and see. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the news. I'm going to be bringing more, so make sure to subscribe to this channel and like the video if you enjoyed it as well. And, you know, I'll keep doing my thing and just, you know, keep enjoying Splatoon 3. And Sizzle season is close, guys, so hope you guys are ready for it. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I shall see you guys in a future video.